What's up? This is Coach Corey and welcome to the Impact Zone. So we're going to get started today on our TOCA. If you can remember what that is, that's Tools of Competitive Athletics. That's starting with your brain all the way down to your feet. It is the actual physical and mental fundamentals of what it takes to be a good athlete, even before you get into your specific sport. And so one of the most important things in TOCA is hand-eye coordination. And so what we're going to do today, we're going to work on some tennis ball drills that should help you improve that particular skill asset, hand-eye coordination. And so we'll start with one ball. If you practice and perfect these drills, I can guarantee that the whatever sport that you play that requires hand-eye coordination, these drills will help. All right, here we go. This drill requires one tennis ball. As you can see, I'm in the garage. Doesn't take a whole lot of space, but this particular drill is a one tennis ball drill. We'll work our way up. And what I like for you to do is to make sure that you're practicing these drills to completion, to what I consider a mastery level. So typically we'll say 10 repetitions in a row is a mastery level. This is considered what we call eyes to the sky or eyes up, and we're working on peripheral vision and judging. So although when we catch an actual ball, we want our eyes to watch the ball all the way into our hands. When we're talking about football or baseball, watching that ball all the way in to the webbing of the glove. But in this particular instance, we're working on judgment and our peripheral vision. So we'll keep our eyes straight on the ceiling while the ball is up, judge the ball, and then catch it. And we'll try to do that 10 times in a row. Here we go. Eyes up. One. Throw the ball above your head, catch it below your shoulders, as that is the movement and position of the hands when we juggle. I'm not even sure how many that is. We'll say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right hand, 1, 2, 3, drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like to perform the exercises so that all the students that are practicing know that it is possible. So I'm not asking you to do anything that's impossible. And so that's the first drill, eyes up. The next drill is eyes up, right to left, and left to right, vice versa. So same thing, eyes up, we look, and toss. Look, toss. Eyes up to the ceiling, toss. Eyes up, toss. Want to go a total of 20 catches. That'll be 10 right hand and 10 left. All right. I like to do that same drill, but only moving. That was stationary. This is moving. Eyes up, walking, walking, walking. Eyes up, don't look down. Right hand and left. Same thing. Eyes up, eyes up. Remember, throw the ball above your head. Catch it below your shoulders. Eyes up, eyes up. We don't follow the ball all the way down because we're working on what? Periphery. Judging the ball and the ball keeping that true arc. So stationary, 10 right hand, 10 left, right to left, left to right, 10, and moving forward and backward, 10 right hands, 10. Now typically all of our juggling drills, 1 ball, 2 ball, and 3 balls, there are 3 platforms for which we want to do it. That is stationary, moving, and against the wall. And so we just did stationary and moving with 1 ball, and now here's the drill off the wall. Now find your wall that won't drive your parents crazy or get you in trouble. Again, I'm in the garage. Hopefully you find the area, something that's flat and the ball bounces back, regular tennis ball. So when juggling off the wall is that the ball is hitting in the same area so that you can control it. In the air, it's a lot simpler. Moving is a little more difficult, but really the most difficult one is the wall because the ball will bounce and you'll be stationary. So it'll be the same thing. We will be watching the ball, though, this time all the way back to our hand. So it'll be 10 right hand, 10 left hand. 10. 10. Now, one of the key things is not letting the ball hit your palm. It's not very many sports involving a ball that you can use your hands where we want the ball hitting the palm of our hands. In fact, in football, I call this, in our program, Champions Life Football Academy, we call this the drop zone, because if the point of the ball hits your hands right there, it will drop. In basketball, we don't dribble with the palm of our hand or shoot. We want that ball on the fingertips, the soft part of the hands. And so it's really about positioning. And so like the Odell Beckham catch, the 3 fingers, we want that ball caught like this as much as possible, all right? So now we'll do right hand to left hand. We watch the ball all the way. As after we throw, our hand comes back down to our side. We catch the other. Again, try to catch it with that space in our hand. Remember, catching is about position and timing, right? Not our so. Here we go. See that? Right there. So we're gonna go 10 of those, 10 right hand, 10 to the left, and we'll move to the next drill. So that was our 1 ball drill. Now we're gonna use 2 balls. The same thing that we did. We're gonna toss. This is a little more difficult, but same premise. We're tossing the ball, we're judging, keep our eyes up, so we're looking eyes to the sky, our eyes up, toss the ball, make the judgment and catch it. Above the head, below the shoulders, above the head, below the shoulders. We're going 10 of those, all right? That's eyes to the sky. This is 2 ball. We're gonna call the next one, we'll call it arches. It's right to left and left to right, but it's at the same time. Again, you don't have to over-exaggerate how high you throw the ball, but it's the same thing. Eyes to the sky, toss. We're gonna get 10 in a row, 10 in a row, all right? So that's up, 10, and then cross. And you just saw me perform with the next task. So now that we perform 2 balls, eyes to the sky, and arches, we want to do that same drill, but this time, again, remember the 3 platforms, stationary, moving, and then against the wall. So we're on the second one, that will be moving. So we'll, same thing, toss, eyes to the sky, toss, back and forth, okay? Then we do the same drill, except for its arches. Only we don't drop. Arches, walking forward. This is a good drill to do before practice. Take your 2 tennis balls out, go back and forth across the field, go 10 yards. It's just to get your focus on and get your mind zoomed in with your peripheral vision. This is visionary training. And getting your hand-eye coordination together will help you in baseball, it'll help you in basketball, it'll help you in football. And so once you master those, stationary, actually we'll practice all of those, but once we go from stationary, we go moving, and then you guessed it. Now the difference on the wall with the 2 balls is a couple of different drills, and I'll just talk to those as we go. We won't do right to left, left to right. It'll be double at the same time, and it'll be dribble, right? So we'll go, and then the dribbling. So back about 2 feet. We don't want to be too close, and get a rhythm, get it going, and it's just like we're dribbling 2 balls. Another 2 ball drilling, and this is kind of out of order, is circular right, circular left. And as you can see, as I hope you can see, now I'm able to look at the camera and see, but you can see how I'm not handing, I'm just doing a short toss. 10 to the right, 10 to the left. Now one of the most difficult 2 ball, 1 hand juggling drills is the tree, and I like to toss 1 toss, 2 toss, 3 toss, all the way up to 10. And so basically, right, so we go 1, 1, 2. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tosses all the way up to 10. Right hand and left. One thing I love about juggling is it's not something that you can fake, right? If you haven't been practicing, if you don't practice, it's gonna show, all right? So that's stationary. And again, like the other drills as well, moving. Right hand and left, backwards and forwards, all right? So the wall on this is one of the more difficult ones. I won't take any time. Again, like our other drills, stationary, moving and off the wall. One hand, 2 balls. Right hand. Now the goal is to get 10 in a row, but with one hand, 2 balls, I really like for you to practice the control, and that is bounce it off the wall once, bounce it off the wall twice, cycle it up, because that'll give you more repetitions, and eventually you'll be able to get multiple reps. As you can see, I'm sweating. I'm just inside the garage, and so one of the most important things is can't live without it. Water. Your body is your business. Remember, and so that's our juggling practice drills for this week until we master those. We won't move up. That's 1 ball, and that's 2 balls. So we got, I'll go back over these. We have eyes to the sky, right hand, left hand, eyes to the sky, right to left, left to right, off the wall, right hand, right to left. We have 2 balls, eyes to the sky, arches, right to left, left to right. As stationary, we have 2 balls, same, eyes to the sky, moving forward and backwards, right to left, left to right, moving forward and backwards. Then we have a double off the wall, dribble off the wall. We have circles. And then we have the 1 hand, 2 ball drills. All right, so those are our juggling assignments for today, for the week, or whatever it is for now. So practice those. We know that's gonna improve your hand-eye coordination. It's not gonna be easy. If you wanna see what I'm talking about, look up AJ Green, Cincinnati Bengals top receiver who juggled early on, I think in middle school, maybe high school, and he has some of the best hands in the game. So check him out, and I'll see you next week with another lesson.